A lot of people talk about the risks of motorcycle riding, but they rarely talk about the small risks. And in this case, the one I want to talk about is bugs. I have some interesting footage to share, but I thought I'd provide some context first for people who don't ride, and they may not realize just how much it hurts when an insect runs into your face at high speed. Even a small insect can be very painful. And of course, if it hits your eye, it could put out your eye. In addition, of course, a lot of insects like bees and wasps sting. So that's an additional hazard. I've had bees fly into my helmet on a number of occasions. Then I get stung. And if you're out here in the middle of nowhere having a good time, then you might worry about, are you going to have a reaction? Or maybe you do have a reaction. Or maybe it just hurts. But in any case, you're probably not having a good time anymore. One time in particular, I had a bug fly into my throat. It must have been a wasp of some kind. It stung me in the throat. Then it went down my shirt, and it stung me all over my chest. And you have never seen anybody downshift so fast in your life. All of my limbs were going as fast as they could, and then I carefully balanced the motorcycle on the kickstand and immediately did this King Kong maneuver to kill this bug that was stinging me. And nobody was there, but if they would have been, they would have seen something pretty bizarre. So at any rate, bugs. Let's not have murder hornets, by the way. Murder hornets, they're about this big, would be the perfect 2020 development for motorcycle riding and bugs. At any rate, I happen to have some interesting footage of bugs on a motorcycle, and I'd like to share those with you now. Let's take a look. Look at that little bugger there. He looks like he really wants to sting. Checking out my camera. Now he goes down, he's checking out my clothes. And by the way, I'm pretty much just stuck here at this point. If I had moved forward, the bee would have gone into my clothing, so I just waited. Eventually it flew away. Look at it, looks almost like a bird there. And I'm wondering if it's going to come back. And sure enough, look at it. It starts to circle back. And I decide to get out of there. So here we are going along the west coast of San Juan Island on the perfect summer day. This is one of my favorite rides. You can see that the sound is so wide here, it almost looks like the ocean. Except on the far side, you can see Vancouver Island. Entering a grove of trees now, we are approaching the entrance to South Beach, and I'm slowing down for that. Notice I'm not going that fast right now when this happens. Did you hear that? Imagine if that was your eye. Let's see that again. Yeah. So slowing that down about 100 times, you'll see the bee first appears where the arrow is, and then watch how much the pavement moves before it actually hits the camera. Bam, that's it. So you have very little time. I've often thought, maybe if I were more observant, I would be able to see the bee coming and move my helmet. And I think that this disproves that. And by the way, that little bugger isn't necessarily dead. A lot of times if a bee hits a rider's helmet or shield, it'll just be stunned, fall into the rider's clothing, and then later wake up and sting them. So if you're ever hit by a bee like that, it's a good idea to pull over, take off your jacket, and shake it out. Okay, that's all the footage I have of bugs. I will take my leave and say goodbye on a motorcycle. You can decide if this is real. All right. Talk to you later. Nope. See you later. Bye-bye.